So today we have a bit of a more premium product of Xdobo. It is a soundbar, but soundbars are not that special. But this soundbar is pretty special, I find, for being a Chinese brand, but also for being completely wireless because it has Dolby Atmos support. And this Dolby Atmos or Dolby Surround, which is also possible, does give you a bit cool sound experience. I did notice a few things with this soundbar. For example, the bass performance of the subwoofer, even though it's pretty lightweight subwoofer, so it doesn't have the most heavy magnet built in, it can produce a lot of power. Even in my small apartment, it is already pretty powerful. And if you consider this, for example, with a bigger room, where you also have a bit better material, for example, in your walls or anything, this boy can produce a pretty solid bass performance. But it also is pretty deep in its performance and it can compensate pretty well for the other speakers for not having much bass. Because normally with a lot of soundbars you see a subwoofer also doing this, but then the bass performance is not that great for the sub level. And this subwoofer is really trying to do the best compromise in this experience. So the surround sound speakers I'm really okay with. They are really sounding great. I do also like that a lot of surround sound speakers from soundbars don't have any tweeters or up-firing speakers. So this one has a tweeter. It also has an up-firing speaker, so this does help a bit with this Dolby Atmos experience. Because even though that the soundbar also has this up-firing sound experience, on soundbar the problem is just it's always a bit lower, in the front of your TV. So this one doesn't have the same effect on the 3D sound. Also, the wireless connection is going pretty well. You do have a pair button so you can repair them, but I did notice that if you just turn everything on outside of the box, it all was connected pretty well. So in EQ settings you have different possibilities. You have the movie EQ, the news EQ and the music EQ. I did notice that the movie EQ is the best all-round EQ. The music EQ is a bit better for music, of course, but also to have a bit more like upper bass performance maybe. Funny thing as well, you can adjust the bass and treble, and it's really adjusting also the bass a bit on the subwoofer. So it really is an all-round good experience. You do have two EQ surround sound options or sound setting options. So you have 3D sound and normal sound. I did notice that with some like sound playing, for example with stereo, that when you don't have the 3D sound on, it actually sounds more 3D. But if you use this 3D sound, you do get more bass performance, a bit more cinematic experience. It's not necessarily always better than normal settings, to get one thing straight. So some movies play better with this 3D sound effect, but there are also some movies, especially Deadpool Wolverine, where the bass is already very strong in the movie format, so then the 3D sound is a bit too much boosting bass and high notes. Overall, a pretty alright soundbar, and because of copyright reasons and because movies and trailers are owned by companies, I can't use any demos on them because then the video will be blocked. I do have here a few audio samples, so you can hear a bit of this surround sound experience. Even on stereo, it is doing a pretty alright job. So without further ado, here are a few audio samples.
It's sunset on Friday, I'm stuck on the highway, it's been a while. I'm late to the party, you already started the sparkling wine. I need to find a spark to keep me from the dark. I'm looking for a fire start tonight to light me up all around. 'Cause you're the only one I'm thinking of. Don't let me burn to the ground. I wasted time, these city lights, still I can't get you out my mind. I need a fire start tonight. I'm looking for You don't know what I've been through.